So here we are, 1 o'clock in the morning, and we're heading to McLaren's base just outside Woking. We've been given exclusive access to go and see behind the scenes during first practice. Look at that, nice bright light to guide us in. Was a little bit different than being out at the Grand Prix itself, but I think it's going to be really interesting to see just how much work goes on at the factory whilst the Grand Prix team's out on track. We're in. Designed by Norman Foster, opened by the Queen, this really is more like an art gallery than somewhere you'd expect them to be building dirty old racing cars. There's so much history here on display. McLaren are the second most successful team in Grand Prix racing with 169 victories. But if this is the past, getting down to the business end of the factory is where the future is created. So here we are coming into the race shop. This is where the magic happens. This is where the cars are actually put together before being shipped out to Korea. And big motivation for the mechanics that are building the cars. Look at the banks of trophies. Everything that's needed to go Grand Prix racing is designed and manufactured here. Look at that. That could be a piece of jewellery. Someone would probably wear that in their ear. And I guarantee you that'll cost 1,000 times more than your average nut holding on something in your road car. Beautiful. Works of art. If I just climb up here, what you have is a four-poster rig. These actuators are strapped to the car, and they'll pull this down to simulate the actual forces the car will see when it's out on track. So any issues they see out in Korea this weekend, they'll be able to simulate here. Restricted access, not for the BBC. So this is incredible. We're actually inside the main building that houses the wind tunnel. You can see how huge it is as they channel this air around, all trying to get the perfect airflow around the car. So much heat generated in this room, they have to use the lake outside to cool the building. The thing I really love about the wind tunnel models is they're handmade. There's another room next door to this. There's a group of guys there, you know, when the engineer comes up with a new concept, they have to make it by hand and fit it to the wind tunnel model. Every detail of the car is covered in this 50% scale model. They'll even blow hot air through the back of the car to help simulate the heat that's generated from the exhausts and the engine. This really is the key to winning and losing in Formula 1. So, just after 1:30, and this is where our journey through McLaren has brought us, to mission control. Basically, this is where all the guys with big brains hang out. They'll be looking at the data that's being back from Korea, and they'll be offering vital support to the team out there on track. We're going to be following the sessions from inside this room a bit later on.